while I was down in Teifi Valley for the Cilwendeg, of course I had my pick of rally drivers for the weekend to talk to. So I thought I'd have a chat with the current leader of the Junior Rally Championship, Henri Cynwyl. I've got an admission before we get going, Henry.
Yeah.
I could never pronounce your name, and I rang James Williams one night to ask him how to pronounce your name before we went to the Teifi Valley Awards, because I knew I'd have to read it a few times.
Yeah.
And he actually rang, and I had my family in the car, and he did me a how not to say it and how to say it, and it went on for ages. So I now know how to say your name.
It's not easy.
It's not. I can't pronounce a lot of things around here, but I've at least nailed that one. So, you are leading the Junior Championship. It's not your first season in the Juniors, so you know what you're doing now, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me where it started.
Well, it started, I think I was 13, I think, at the time. My dad's daughter, so my stepsister, she had this old Fiesta and she wanted to change cars. So I came home here and we've obviously got some land. Yeah. So I just taught, my dad taught me how to drive. So I was like, oh, you know what, let's go for a bit of fun and do some donuts and...
As you do at 13 years old.
Yeah. Put a cone in the middle of the field, make a little track. Yeah. And then I wanted to take it a step further. But that car, unfortunately, it lost charge and wouldn't charge. So we scrapped that anyway.
Is that code for I crashed it?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought it might be. I can't talk.
And then we got an Astra then for free. And then first event, auto test, TVMC. I won in the juniors, but my dad hit the front end into a concrete post. So then we had to scrap that. But so then we've got the Mazda, and then I did that.
Which is currently parked in your mum's horse training field.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did mention that to me.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a bit too many cars, but you know, we have to keep that. You know.
Who says motorsport's expensive? He got all his ride cars for free.
Yeah. So then.
So did you always want to be a rally driver?
Yeah, I think so. Ever since I met Cilwendeg, my dad, you know, I used to go out and watch him doing Cilwendeg and stuff. So that's where I begun before I started driving. Really, was co-driving, but I only did, I think, 3 or 4 events, and I was like, I want to drive. I've had enough of this co-driving business. So yeah.
So the juniors came along. It is a fantastic opportunity for people like you to get behind the wheel, and it is fiercely competitive. I've had a fair bit to do with the juniors, and it is fiercely competitive, isn't it?
It's very close on stages, you know. It's seconds a stage. You know, obviously the top boys are seconds a stage, but you know, if you spin out, you haven't got power to get out of it and gain some time. You know, you have to be consistent, and it's very challenging stages. And
I've seen you guys learning how to drive, because you've got to wind these things up, and you haven't got a diff, as you say, you haven't got the power, and you haven't got the right tyres really if it rains. So I've seen you getting in all sorts of angles and just having to keep your foot in, because that's the only way to get out of the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, and Cadwell last year, I had James actually sat with me. Last, I think, 2 stages to go, and I just started hammering it down. I was like, oh no. Because, well, obviously that season I don't have a lot of seat time in the wet. And I just remember James going, keep it flat, and I kept it flat, and it just went like that. And then I remember I was second at the time, and I was 3 seconds behind me, because he was just gaining and gaining on that first stage in the wet. So I just pushed a bit too much on this corner and clipped the grass on the back end and just did a 360 and away again. But no, it's all learning. You know, it's good for juniors.
You didn't hit a gate post though, did you?
No, I didn't. No.
That's good.
No, I remember that. Yeah.
Thanks to you guys, I got back out because there was an extra bit of time on the end of our stage because of the junior stages, which meant that the guys had enough time to get me out. Didn't miss a stage. Didn't even miss a stage. So you cut your teeth in your first. You're in your second season now.
Second season, yeah.
So you cut your teeth in your first season, and you know you found yourself with a few decent results, but you really went for it this year, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, the main goal for the juniors is obviously to win the championship.
You've only got a certain amount of time to do that, haven't you?
Yeah. So obviously we had some rounds in Scotland, so obviously we're against Scottish as well, so they had a bit of an advantage there, but you know, it's nothing you can't complain about it. So it was really good stages, you know, challenging, you know, quite fast compared to what we usually are, like in Anglesey and stuff.
Plus, it's really good to start building up your rally driver excuses early.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was in Scotland, they had an advantage. That's a really good one. Use that.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, it was a good day there. Well, 2 days actually, two podiums, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we were about to do this little chat, Henry was like, I can't use that one because it still smells of champagne. It's the rally driver equivalent of name dropping, that is. If your race stuff still smells of champagne.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just good for learning. You know, first car, cheap car compared to the newer ones, but you know.
That's his second rally driver excuse. That was a subtle one, that one.
Yeah.
But has it been a blast?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, the experience you get just from these, you know, cheap, you know, you could rag them around.
Well, yeah, you've got to absolutely rinse every bit.
Yeah.
You said to me on the last round, you were absolutely
Yeah.
flat, Jack. There wasn't another ounce of power or time in this thing.
Oh no. Yeah, in 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗗𝗚𝗏, first stage, really good first stage. You know, it took 3 seconds, so I was leading, and then I just could not have gone faster than the rest of the stages. I've watched back. I remember just sat down, just thinking, where can I gain time? And it just couldn't.
Do you do that after a rally? Are you sat there trying to work out?
And after stages as
After
well.
the stages.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look back on the GoPro and just see where I can gain time.
So whichever way it goes this year, you've led the championship to this point.
Yeah.
You've, I suppose, made a bit of a name for yourself by doing that, because when you're leading a championship, your name's in lights, at least for that period of time, and then you can sort of use that to your advantage as well, I think.
Yeah.
We saw, you know, some big stars come out of the juniors, and they didn't always win the championships, did they?
No.
So that bodes well.
Yeah.
What is next? What are you planning?
So we've had a few. Well, we've been talking to 𝗟𝗘𝗚𝗛𝗡𝗏.
This is going to be a scoop, I can tell.
𝗟𝗘𝗚𝗛𝗡𝗏, and obviously I saw you driving one in Cadwell. But
We don't call that driving, really.
no. But no, I think that's the way we're going to go. Mini challenge.
Yep.
Well, that's the way we're heading. We've got one in the shed actually.
There we go. Told you there was a scoop coming. Henri Cynwyl is going mini rally challenge.
But we just have to send it away now and get it built and do bits and bobs for ourselves. Try and keep the costs down.
Yep. So gravel and asphalt?
Yeah, 100%. I love gravel.
Just give a tip to a young driver like you that's perhaps looking to get into the juniors. Like you, needs to keep it cheap. Mum and dad are not going to give him it on a plate, him or her it on a plate. How do you go about getting a sponsor? How have you sort of courted some of these names that you've got on the side of the car, whether it's DC Motorsport or Home James Taxis or whatever it is?
Talk to people, make friends, and then they, you know, like I think Mark Pinder, he's just joined the championship. My dad's co-driven for him, and you know, we've been for food with him. You know, he's been tested with Ocean Price and stuff, and I've been giving Asa some tips as well. So he's actually been looking for sponsors for us up where he's living as well. So he's on board with us, and we're on board with
them. A bit
them.
of rally networking.
Yeah.
So there's your top tip: bit of rally networking, get to know people, and you know, befriend somebody who's perhaps living in a different area and team up. To get a bit of sponsorship. I like that.
Yeah.
Tell me about auto testing and how good that is for somebody looking to get into the sport.
So auto test, you know, you've got concrete, you've got gravel, you've got, you know, it could be anything. So that teaches, well, youngsters as well, car control and how to carry the speeds in certain situations where sometimes slower the faster on gravel, you know, sometimes
it's accuracy, isn't it?
And it's just car placement and just you know, sort of learning how the car handles if it does this, if it does that, or what happens if this happens. So it's all just practice and seat time as well. That's what's good about auto testing, because I did, I think, a few this year as well until I blew up the C1. Sorry, Wyn Lewis, Composites Cymru.
Yeah, I've just been to see him, and he might have mentioned that as well. Yeah. We've been talking about this all year, which is get involved with grassroots motorsport. It's really good, it's cheap, it's fiercely competitive, it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's a great social scene as well. And your local motor club might not have an ERC stage rally or a barnstorming road rally like the Cilwendeg, like Henri's does, but it will have auto tests that you can get involved with. And maybe if you start auto testing when you're 13, you can be like Henri when you're a bit older and you can be leading the Junior Rally Championship. Best of luck this year.
Thank you.
Really hope it goes well for you. I'll be watching with a certain amount of pride, and I'm sure all these names on the side of your car will as well. You've got some superstar names on there supporting you. And good luck in the minis. Don't crash it like I did. Well done, mate.
Good luck in Cilwendeg.
Thank you.